Hello, mirrors. So today I wanted to do a reading on just messages to get you through a tough day. If you're having a hard day, this is intended to be the perfect pick-me-up. And the reason I felt drawn to do this reading is I'm having a bit of a tough day myself. And I've learned that a lot of times these readings can really help cheer you up, and I'm channeling from the divine. The universe has a lot to tell you in order to kind of help you shift your perspective. So if you're new here, welcome to Law of Attractions and Maros Tarot, where we use the cards as a tool to help integrate the fragments of ourselves into one so we can self-actualize into the people we were born to become. With this knowledge, we can begin to manifest all of our deepest desires if we simply take responsibility for our power. If you are new here, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'd love to have you. And I just wanted to kind of explain the structure of today. So all of these piles, they are oracle cards. So I do plan on reading primarily oracle cards. I may whip out tarot for clarification, or if I have a little bit of extra time for each reading, but this is mainly just going to be me channeling what I'm hearing and feeling from each oracle card, just to help you out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and review these. So this is pile 1, which is this Jasper. I forgot what kind of Jasper, but I love the shape of this. And this Malachite is pile 2. And this Carnelian is pile 3. So timestamps will be down below and also in the description. So let me go ahead and get started with pile 1. Hello, pile 1. Let's see what the universe has to say. Okay. We have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. The void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Confidence is your key to success. Keeper of secrets, use your discernment, confide in a trusted friend, keep silent about knowledge. Fall in love when you are ready, not when you are lonely. How teachable are you? Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. Wow, guys. Leap of faith. I'm ready to take a leap. Angels, thank you for doing it with me. And then sacred wisdom. Beautiful. Okay, I don't know if you guys caught this, but the universe is really asking you to speak up about something. Of course, we start off with share your voice, okay? And then we kind of have confidence is your key to success, which I kind of feel like is tied in with that. So keeper of secrets, but it says confide in a trusted friend. And then we have actions speak loudly. So yes, this is about actions more than words, but again, we have speaking. So one thing the universe is really wanting to say is that it's safe for you to share your voice. It's safe for you to talk about how you feel, whether this is with a friend or with just some random person on the internet. Hey, message me if you need some help, because I'm here to talk about things too, or just anybody who can be there as like a soundboard for you during whatever is going on during this tough time. Sometimes it feels really good to be able to talk to someone who can maybe help with a new perspective. You may need to speak up about something too, something that's been bothering you. So you may need to talk to this person or whatever is going on. And even though, yes, that can be really, really tough, oftentimes it is exactly what we need to do to stand up for ourselves so we can move on past whatever situation is holding us back. That's why I feel like confidence is your key to success here. Be confident in what you say, because that's your voice, that's your way of expressing everything within you, but then at the same time, we do have actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. So I think the universe really wants you to know that it's important that your words and your actions line up. So it's important that if you say you're going to do something, then you do it, for the most part. There are times, of course, that's an exception. If you don't think you can do it, don't do it. don't say it. Especially don't make promises. I struggle with this. I will tell someone, yes, I want to do this, or sure, I'm going to do this later. And then, when the time comes, I'm not ready, or I don't want to, or whatever. And it's usually not like big things, but it's like little things, and it really makes me feel guilty. So guilt and shame, they are the lowest forms of vibration. So when you're in a period of guilt or shame, it's very hard to get yourself out because you're at the bottom rung. And usually when we feel guilt and when we feel shame, it paralyzes us in our tracks. Okay, so it's really important to stick with what you say. Whether or not, even if it's not a promise, your word is golden, guys. And when people can rely on what you say, you will develop your relationships and much more deeply. People can trust you. Even like the little things, like if you say you're going to watch a video that somebody sends you, or you're going to listen to a song, even if you forget about it, or you talk yourself out of it, or you say, yeah, sure, I'll watch it, just to appease them, do it, because that is really going to make them trust you. Okay, we have this card, how teachable are you? And I love this card because this is kind of like, a lot of times we feel like we kind of know it all, or somebody can tell us something that we may have a lot of knowledge on. But the thing is, people can give you a different perspective. So again, I really feel like this is about how can somebody else help you. I feel like it's really important for you right now to go to someone else, to talk to someone else that can just kind of give you a different way of seeing whatever is going on in your life, and maybe teach you some ways of how to cope, of how to handle the situation, whatever it is. But we have fall in love when you're ready, not when you're lonely. So I think a lot of you are lonely. A lot of you are not feeling cared about. You may be involved with someone who's ignoring you. You may have been single for a long time. You may have just gone through a breakup. Of course, there's infinite amounts of possibilities here, right? But this is such great advice. Okay, when you're ready, not when you're lonely. Because from a law of attraction perspective, when you are like, you're doing amazing, like you're feeling yourself, you're feeling strong, you are feeling connected to yourself, you're feeling like you're in your authentic power, you're going to be ready, and that person will find you. Like really, it really works that way. I'm not saying that you're just going to sit at your home and not do anything, because if you're in your authentic power, you're probably not doing that anyway, right? And no shade to introverts. I'm an introvert, but I mean like hermit type, where you just don't ever go out. You don't even go to the grocery store. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent, guys. Sorry. Regardless, when you're ready, that will be when that person is there. That will be when that relationship develops organically. And I don't want you to feel like, oh, I got to be this perfect person. Like yes, I believe in law of attraction. I believe in everyone is you pushed out, but you can have the perfect man or woman knock on your door tomorrow, and how can you appreciate them if you don't love yourself? And that's what this is about. This is why we get in relationships and they fail. This is why we project to the worst of people, and this is why we react really terribly, because we're trying to pursue something when we're not ready. So we have the void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. And I absolutely love this card, because this is the process of manifestation. This is the birth of an idea. This is the beginning of something new that is growing within you, okay? There's something, whether or not you're conscious of it, there's a reason why you picked this pile. There's a reason why you may not be seeing exactly what you want to see right now. But you're in this womb state. You're growing, whatever it is. It's coming to you. But you have to embrace the moment before birth. You have to embrace the growth process, whether you can see it or not, okay? And that is really important right now, okay? Let's see. Leap of faith. I'm ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it with me. Again, this is a reiteration that you are safe, you are protected, you have divine energies around you, whatever you want to call them. If you feel comfortable calling them angels, it really doesn't matter. It's divine, sacred energy from love. So yes, there's something that you're ready to do, and I think you're a lot more ready than you think you are, but it's really about that leap. But the message here is that when you do take leaps, like leaps that are in alignment and not, risky behavior that is based on materialism, or if somebody thinks you're cool, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those leaps, those things that you're destined for, that may be scary. It may be scary to sign up for classes, or to quit your job and find a new one, or to take on a new hobby, or to put yourself out there. There's obviously so many things. This may even be about speaking your truth to someone, since we do have a lot of this. Take a leap of faith and talk to this person, okay? Because you're supported. And if you can feel this energy, then you'll have that confidence. So yes, again, we have sacred wisdom, and it's under here with Keeper of Secrets, guys. I feel like either something very, very deep that maybe not a lot of people are aware of, okay? Maybe many things. You have some type of wisdom inside you. And I'm hearing that a lot of you are needing to unlock this. But if you're not confident in it, if you don't believe that you hold some sacred wisdom, that you hold a unique perspective, you are just more divine than you think you are, then it's going to be very difficult to access this. But I completely feel like you are just beyond capable of whatever this is, whatever you set your mind to, and whatever you may be struggling speaking about. But yeah, this is like the main messages I'm getting for you. I have like a couple minutes, or a minute rather, and I'm just, oops. Okay, I'm going to get some tarot cards. Okay, so we have Three of Wands. This is about expansion. This can many times be like waiting for something to come in, which is funny because it's right here with the Void, right? But it's also about a spiritual expansion. This is about, you go from the Two of Wands, which is the planning stage, and just the awareness of where you want to go next. But this is the expanding so that you can start that journey, so you can go out and explore new territory. I'm glad that card came out. For some reason, I can just picture him right here looking out on the water like he is in the Three of Wands. And I get one more card to close. No, okay, never mind. Universe is saying that was it. Okay, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you have, please like, comment, subscribe. Also, tap that notification bell because it'll let you know when I post new videos. I post new videos about 5 times a week. I would love to hear from you guys. If you want a private reading, that information is down below. But that's it, guys. I love you. Hello, Pile 2. If you are having a tough time, this reading is for you, and you picked this gorgeous Malachite, which is a money stone. So I wonder if maybe you're dealing with some money problems. It's also a stone about toxicity, so we're going to see what comes up. But these are messages I'm channeling from, my higher self, my guides, and just any other higher information that's here to help me voice this to you, okay? We have Starseed. Cool. What lights you up? We are the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Okay. First of all, that's already similar to Pile 1. So if you're drawn to Pile 1, check that out, okay? Your commitment is being tested. Storykeeper. Tell your story, legacy, write your wisdom. Okay, yeah. This is similar to Pile 1. Kind of surprised. Sometimes the strongest people in the morning are the people who cried all night. Alchemy. Beautiful. Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. Healthy choices. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to make more healthy decisions. And protection. Okay, what This is so similar to pile 1. It's kind of insane, guys. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't think I've ever done a reading, like a pick a card, where I had 2 piles that were very similar. Of course, if you picked this pile, it's for a reason. Whatever messages come out of my mouth are specifically for you. But if you did feel drawn to pile 1 as well, I think it might help you as kind of expand this message. But let me get started. So we start off with starseed. If you don't know what a starseed is, you might want to do some research on it. But regardless, the simple idea is that you came to Earth for a purpose in order to help awaken humanity, and you do this by awakening yourself. That is a basic idea of starseed. It is a lot deeper than that. If you are feeling drawn based off of what I said, definitely look into it. What lights you up? Okay, what is it that just makes you happy? One of those things for me is tarot reading, is oracle reading. Okay, I love this. When I do this, it doesn't feel like work. I could sit here and do a 2-hour tarot reading and just be so happy. Okay, that is what universe is asking. What is something that lights you up that it's like time isn't even real? Okay, because you know how it is, like when you're a kid and you're, hey, this may even happen as an adult, but when you're at an amusement park and you are having so much fun, guys, and your parents are just like, okay, it's time to go, and you know you've been there for 8 hours and it's felt like 10 minutes. That's what this energy is. What lights you up? Because that is the sole purpose thing. Is it like the entirety of your life? Probably not, but you know, it is something that universe is saying, go into that passion, go into what you love, what you truly love, what lights you up, what makes you feel, you know, light, what makes you not feel so heavy and so burdened. Even if it's just something fun, it doesn't have to be something that is going to be a career or what. That doesn't matter, because right now universe is saying more than anything, what lights you up? Please do it. If painting makes you happy, okay. I swear I'm gonna just go off on a rant with that one card. Let me move on, guys. We have alchemy, okay? So taking the darkness that you experience and changing it, okay, and altering it. What we do as alchemists is, there's a tough situation, okay? I mean, it could be the worst situation of your life. Whatever's happening now, or even if you're dealing with pain from the past, take that, shine light on it. Be real. What lights you up? What lights the situation up? How can you see the truth of this situation? What are the different facets? If you're dealing with another person, how do they feel? What would it be like from their perspective? What is their past that makes them react the way that they do? You know, what are the societal issues here? What is the psychology behind this? There are so many questions to kind of light up all of the little crevices and whatever the situation is. So the more information you have, the more complete perspective of truth you have. And then from that, you are an alchemist. Then once you are aware of that, it's kind of like a scientist, like being completely aware of the elements they're working with. They can work with those elements when they know the smallest details. They can do very amazing things with them, right? That's what this is about. The more you know, the more you're shining light on a dark, a tough situation, then you can transform it. Think about people that have extremely difficult lives, some public speakers that maybe were born without limbs, or maybe have some type of mental disorder or another physical ailment, or, you know, there are speakers out there who lost their entire families in a car accident, you know, just all these different situations. And like I said, those could be the hardest times in their life, but they transmute that energy, and that's what this card is about. Sometimes the strongest people in the morning are people who cried all night. So I feel like you are trying to be strong, that you are trying to put on this brave face, and that doesn't make you weak if you do take time to cry, if you do take time to express your emotions, okay? Then we have We Are the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So again, this one really reminded me of the second card that popped up in pile 1. It's actually dead on, very similar. So this is about things that are growing, okay? Things are happening underneath the surface. This may have to do with your mother. If you're having a problem with your mom, there's deep love there is what I feel like this is saying. Again, that's probably not for most of you, but it may be for one or two people listening. But yes, birth as a portal. So this card to me is really talking about being patient for what is to come. Birth is a process. Developing a baby, developing a manifestation, developing a life that you want, it's a process. We have take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So if you're scared to love, this is a sign. It's okay. It's okay to love. It's okay to care. It's okay to be vulnerable. I think that maybe you guys have some vulnerability issues, some fear around opening up to someone and to loving people. But here's something that I've kind of learned over the years. I've personally dealt with a lot of unrequited love. I've been in a ton of situationships, and these men that I were in, that I've had situationships with, they have loved me too, but it wasn't necessarily in the way that I wanted. I've poured so much love into these people through the years, but at the end of the day, I'm still friends with all of them. Our love is transmuted, and I'm very close with them. They are great people in my life, and I've never regretted pouring love into someone. I have in the moment, absolutely. Of course, when I'm angry, when I'm struggling. But now that I've gone through all this, I'm now comfortable with pouring my love into people that I really care about, because I know it's going to be returned to me. It's never for no reason. So if you're struggling right now and you really love someone and maybe you're not getting that kind of love in return, understand that it's never going to be for granted, okay? Your commitment is being tested. This card, for some reason, it's been coming up in a lot of readings I've been listening to for me. So what I've been taking from this card in my personal life, and I think it may also apply to you, this is okay, so if you are into manifesting, you are always manifesting, whether it's consciously or unconsciously. But if you are consciously manifesting, say you want to have a really healthy, fit body. Actually, we have healthy choices right here. So this might be exactly what this is about, right? So you're trying to make some sort of healthy choice. Let's use the example of if you have an addiction, okay, to a drug, and you're manifesting it. You're putting in the work. You're scripting about it. You're affirming it. You are doing the alternatives. You are finding ways to cope healthfully without this, okay? And then one day you're at a party and they just whip out whatever, that you're addicted to, that you're working on. And that's what I feel like a lot of law of attraction coaches would be like, that's your mind's not in the right place. Okay, that's not true. Law of attraction coaches would never talk like that. Not in that so rudely. But I mean, they would probably be like, okay, well, your belief's not there. You may want to work a little harder on that. Maybe you're not feeling it. You're not feeling as if, you're past this addiction or whatever. Especially if you experience that temptation, right? I don't believe that. I've kind of noticed that when I do make great strides towards a manifestation, the opposite will just come running at me. And it's like so frustrating every time, because we want to be like, oh yeah, see, that law of attraction thing doesn't work. No, guys, this is so you can prove to the universe, and you can prove to yourself, yeah, okay, I said no this time. Was it hard? Yeah, it might have been. Was it easy? Hey, it might have been. Sometimes it will be easy. But I'm making that healthy choice, okay? I'm choosing to make this healthy choice. And that is a way that your commitment is tested. Because if you're committed to something, you're going to make the healthy choices. Is it going to be all the time? Probably not, okay? I started going to the gym every day the beginning of this month, and there are times I don't want to go and I make myself go, and I'm so happy I do. But there have been a couple days where I haven't gone, and that's okay. I may make excuses. It's a rest or whatever, that's just me. But regardless, this is like, you're not always going to be perfect, but the more often you can make that healthy choice, you are showing you're committed. If you always make the healthy choice, you're really showing you're committed and you're ready for this manifestation. Okay, let me go on to these last two ones. Tell your story, legacy, write your wisdom, and protection. Wow. Yeah, I'm hearing, I want to get a clarification card for this. This did remind me of pile 1, this last part too. We have 7 of Cups in the reverse. Huh, really interesting. So this is to get out of confusion. So the universe might be telling some of you guys to journal, to write down your thoughts, because this might be a really healthy coping mechanism for you right now, especially in regards to what I was just talking about, okay? It does help to journal. It does help to write it down. You uncover a lot of stuff that way. Also tell your story. So this might be talking to somebody to let them know what's going on, just so that you can be vulnerable. Because like I said, you may have trouble with vulnerability. But this is going to help you get out of this confusion. It's going to help you narrow down what you want in your life. And finally, with protection, this is the universe saying you are protected. So if you move forward, you say something, you put energy into love, you are struggling making healthy choices, you're scared, you're confused, whatever it is right now, you are protected by the divine, okay? You are actually protected so much that, this in this representation, it's like a knight with all this armor. So he's like impenetrable, okay? So I feel like in this way, it's like, it feels like you are protecting yourself in a way, like I was saying, with that vulnerability, like you're scared of being vulnerable. But if you notice in this picture, I'm just picking up on all this, by the way, there's all this light shining through. It looks like it's shining through his armor. So underneath you is that light. So you are the protection for yourself. Not that, that's not including the divine or anything, but it's saying that, your love and your light is a protection. You don't have to be so covered up and so closed up, you're protected by your love and by your light, okay? So that's all I have for you guys. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I really hope that this helped you guys, that it resonated. Let me know down below. I love to hear your comments. And if you want a private reading, that information will also be below. And that's it, guys. I love you. Hello, Pile 3. So if you are struggling today, these are going to be messages for you, okay? No. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Conclusions are within reach. Fairy lovers, new love, courtship, romance, falling in love. And where does the power come? It comes from within. Oh, wow. I've noticed, this is kind of random, but I noticed within there and within there. Okay, victim consciousness. Love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. Synchronicity. Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. Intuition. Okay, wow. Okay, so a lot of messages coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and take these in pairs. So I see no, wait, postpone, all of that. And then I have victim consciousness right here. So whatever is happening, whatever you feel really drawn to. So you may be wanting to talk to someone. You may be wanting to act in an emotional way. You may be feeling like a victim right now, guys. And I know you came here to hear some, nice words, and I will give those to you. However, it's very important to understand that when you see yourself as a victim, that is what you attract. You attract people that treat you like a victim, that victimize you, okay? So sometimes when we're in this victim consciousness, it's really important for us to get out of it, to understand we are the creators of your reality, of your own reality. We are the creators of our reality. And if you don't believe that, I would suggest looking into it and to looking more into law of attraction, especially Neville Goddard's Everyone Is You Pushed Out philosophy. If not, if that's not your thing, understand that to make changes, it really does help to get out of the victim consciousness. I mean, just think about it. And honestly, that's a big problem with a lot of our world today, right? That we've gotten to the point where we can talk about our struggles, and we can talk about how we've been victimized and how it's been wrong and how it has affected us. I think that is great, but it is time to move past the victim mentality. Sometimes victim mentality is important because we need to know that we're not being treated right, okay? We need to know we want more. That's really important, but this is saying to wait until you approach a situation when you're getting out of this victim consciousness, because what we have next. Where does the power come from? It comes from within, guys. The power for you to get out of this victim mindset, it's within you. And when you have that power, that is when you approach the next step. So let's see. We have the golden children, inner child tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So to me, this talks about shadow work, because there were things and are things from your childhood, that gifts that you have. And I believe every person has special gifts that you connected with as a child. And maybe you've lost those gifts. I don't mean really lose them. I mean, maybe you've disconnected from these gifts, and it's going to take some shadow work to kind of get out, to dig deep in to find out what these are, because connecting to your inner child is, I'm going to tell you, it can be tough depending on, what you've gone through, but it's also the most freeing thing, I swear. It really is. I noticed this behind here. I don't know if it's a moon, a sun, a planet, what it is, but then we have the moon here, the circle with the synchronicity, and the circle with the intuition. So all 4 of these are really sticking out to me. The circles, to me, really remind me of the Wheel of Fortune, of cycles, of things coming back around, of everything coming full circle. And that's what I'm picking up with this message, that we do sometimes go through the same things over and over again, but it's more like a spiral, that we're understanding them deeper, especially if you really think about it. Think about what the cycles you've experienced, if you've met the same type of people, or you've gone through the same things. And if you're in victim consciousness, you're going to end up attracting the same types of energies, okay? But this is, every time you're understanding it deeper and deeper, and eventually you're going to break free from this cycle. We have a love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving of all the wonderful things that life has to offer. And don't ever forget it. Okay, I know we do forget it, okay? But that is direct message from the divine telling you that you are divine. This is a message from the divine saying you are what the divine is. You come from source, you come from God. You are made of love. We just forget it sometimes. So if you feel like a victim, if you don't feel like you're powerful, this is what's true. And is it true? Wow, I looked and it was 33. Wow, guys. This is what is true, okay? That is what's true. This is a false perception, this victim consciousness, okay? Conclusions are within reach. And we also have synchronicity. Conclusions are within reach. So I feel like things are so much closer than you think, okay? Whatever you're dealing with, whatever you want, it's right there. But if you stay in the victim consciousness, you're saying, you know what? I'm not worthy of it, okay? And once you get out of that mindset, I feel like it's going to be right there, okay? We have synchronicity. Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. I'm hearing to pull for synchronicity. I pulled one card for the other 2 ones, and I think it's strange that Universe is telling me to pull a card for synchronicity, but I'm going to do it. I had my own things I was going to say about it. Okay, there we go. The Devil. Okay, wow. Okay. So this is what this is saying to me in conjunction with synchronicity. So the universe is always sending us signs. You may see quadruple numbers, you may see master numbers, you may see feathers, you may see a symbol, you may see someone's name all the time. Whatever it is, there are synchronicities all the time that we either don't notice, we don't pay attention to, we don't acknowledge, or we do and we shrug it off like, oh, that's a coincidence, okay? I feel like the devil energy is here because, one, I think this has to do with the whole reading. I think you're really struggling, guys. This is definitely the heaviest out of all the piles. So I think you're struggling with some very dark stuff right now and feeling unworthy, okay? That's, you know, the devil has Adam and Eve in his grasp, but they have these chains around their necks that are so loose. They could easily take them off. And it's like, this is the victim consciousness. It's like you tell yourself for so long this is how it is and don't get out of it, that it becomes reality. But you still, that chain is still loose. It's just, it's taking that step. Like, conclusions are within reach. You're ready for this next phase. So also in regards to synchronicity with the devil, this is saying to be a little bit more floaty, be a little bit more flowy. Notice these magical moments in your life and thank the universe deeply for them. Get excited about them. Every time I see synchronicity, at least I try to do this. I'm not going to say I really do it every time, but most of the time I try to just get in that energy of feeling thankful and be like, thank you God, thank you universe for this beautiful synchronicity. It makes me so happy. It makes life so magical. And the more you give gratitude towards this, the more you receive more of it, okay? And we have fairy lovers and intuition. So if you guys are dealing with romantic issues, dealing with a breakup or unrequited love, I mean, there's obviously a lot of things here, or just troubles in a relationship. I feel like this connection being, you know, close like you want, it's within your reach, okay? Also new love. But there's these feelings of unworthiness, these feelings of victimhood, of addiction, of not feeling powerful, and that may be keeping you from, well, I don't want to say maybe. If you are connected to any of this, it's definitely affecting your relationships, because we are in a law of attraction universe. You are not just going to wake up one day and feeling bad for yourself and then perfect man or woman knocking on your door ready to be with you, okay? I don't want to say I wish that's how it worked, because I don't wish that's how it worked. I'm happy that things are the way they are, but they are hard when you don't love yourself and you don't think you're worthy. I'm also hearing to pull one for intuition. Okay, all the other ones got one card. There are a lot of, I think it's just because there's so many things I could say about intuition. I want to kind of narrow it down. Okay, oh, that one fell right on the ground. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, stop thinking with your logical mind, guys. Stop thinking so much with, like, analyzing, okay? I relate to this pile a lot, and I struggle with this majorly. Stop over-analyzing. Stop thinking worst-case scenarios, okay? Follow your intuition, which is not always logical, okay? I see, you know, numbers, and I talk to spirit guides, and I do rituals, you know, like, these things are not logical. Even though I'm a very logical person, I'm a very analytical person, I consider myself to be intelligent. But when I do those things, I'm using my intuition. I'm connecting to higher source, and it doesn't have to make sense on a logical level, because guess what? We don't know it all. And if we connect just to that, you know, the logical thinking, yes, develop your logical skills. I think it's so important. I wish we had more of it in this world. However, if that's what you're basing everything on, and if you are basing things on logic as the end all be all, first of all, I don't know why you'd be watching a tarot reading, but you never know. I don't think you're basing everything, but it might be about the situation. You may be overly analytical. You may be thinking a lot about it but not seeing it from a spiritual level. This is about saying to look at it from a higher perspective, to understand that you don't know it all. We don't know it all. Even the smartest person on this planet doesn't know it all, okay? In fact, if, the smartest person on the planet who is very logical may know less than an intuitive person. I don't even want to say may know, will know less than an extremely connected intuitive person, okay? It's just, there's so much more out there than our 3D world and what we can perceive. And that's important for you to know right now, okay? This devil energy just hanging out in the front, forget that. You're ready to break free of that. You're ready to get out of this victim mentality. You're ready to stop feeling so betrayed and stabbed in the back and feeling like it's rock bottom. Forget the synchronicity. I mean, not forget the synchronicity. Yay. Forget the victim consciousness. Sorry. Synchronicity, yes. I'm just like, yeah, this message is for you, but you are so ready to break free from this. I'm more than confident that you can. I'm feeling motivated from this reading. I needed to hear this as much as you did, guys. But yeah, that's all I have for you. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I really hope it helped you. Makes me want to do more of these readings. I really enjoyed this. If you do want a private reading to kind of help you with your situation, your personal situation, I'm here for you. That information will be down below. But that's it, guys. I love you.